Hello, welcome again to another video. You can see I've got these strange green glasses on today, and they're for migraine. I'm not just trying to look vague or cool, even though that's one of the side effects, not of migraine, of being me. A friend of mine recently talked about whether we change, how we change, can we change? And that got me thinking about how we tend to stay as we are. You know, the Jesuits, who are a branch of the Catholic Church, very ancient branch of the Catholic Church, the Jesuits have a saying, and it's, give me a child till he's 7 and I'll show you the man or woman. And I think that's a very important one, actually, because if you, what they're saying there is that all our drivers and everything we're going to be, everything we're going to become, is already programmed into us by the age of 7. And that rings true for me. I don't know if any of you have seen that great program called 7 Up, where they filmed some school children at 7, and then they did them another filming at 14, 21, 28, right through 35, right through, I think they're up to the age of 56 now at the moment, and they showed every child going into a young person, going into a teen, going into an adult, and now they're going towards older age. I think they might be up to 63, something, whatever it is, but they're beyond middle age. And what it does show on the film 7 Up, I've got the box set and I've studied it, what it shows is that no one ever really changes. So it got me to thinking, are the Jesuits right? Give me a child till he's 7 and I'll show you the man. And I'd be interested to see in any comments you'd like to make below whether you think people can change or do change. Now, I know that we can change our behaviours. I mean, I'm a counsellor, so that's part of my stock in trade. And so we can stop smoking, we can start drinking, we can, change behaviours quite dramatically, do different things to create different results. But it's very hard to change the core, so quite often people with low confidence stay with low confidence, and people with higher confidence stay that way. Bubbly people are always bubbly. It's as if there's a sort of set way to be. And this goes quite in line with a psychological branch called transactional analysis, which talks about this quite extensively, about how what they call drivers and introjects are set. A life script is set into us as a child, and we spend the rest of our lives playing it out. I know that that's true for me. I know that there are very many experiences I've had as an adult that come from childhood, and how I've got what CBT therapists would call repetition compulsion, where I continue to do certain things and to be in certain ways. So quite, well, no, it's not that recent actually. I went to a school reunion a few years ago, and what I noticed, I mean, it was a strange do. It's a strange do going to a school reunion, if any of you have ever been to one, because you're in two minds whether to go as yourself or boast a bit or go humble. And I'd just become involved in psychology at the time, so it's quite a few years ago. And but what I did notice about that is that no one's really changed. No one at the school reunion had changed that much. They'd changed in appearance, of course, but what was startling is that, so for example, I was in a group of kids at the time, and we had briefcases, which is sort of hard to believe. but we had briefcases, and it was unusual that at my school, because I went to a really rough school, hard to believe as well, and so the ones who had briefcases all ended up doing briefcase type of jobs, like myself, and we were carrying those briefcases at 14, 15, and you know, we were organised and sort of, academic. And so, what I wasn't doing in academia, I was playing the piano every day and practicing, 2-3 hours a night. So, and then when I wasn't doing that, I was doing homework. And the group of kids that I was in at the time, they would be called nerds now, or geeks, which is a bit derogatory, really, but I don't know what they called us at the when we were carrying briefcases. Twat, I think. But anyway, so we were there carrying briefcases, and I noticed at the school reunion that the kids with briefcases turned up with metaphorical briefcases. We were all in briefcase jobs. We didn't turn up at the school reunion with briefcases, but and also at the reunion I noticed the people who were like, there's one guy there who was like a naughty boy, always in trouble with the teachers, and he said he'd just come out of prison for drug stealing, and then some people, a great friend of mine, I never mention any names on these videos, friend of mine I've known all my life, knew what he wanted to do with his life when he was about 8 years old, started to do it, chose all his school options, and he's still doing it now, and he's been very successful in London and everything, and so it's sort of ordained. Whether you ordain it yourself or your parental introjects and drivers make it thus. So what I noticed basically at the school reunion is that everybody became what they either planned or was planned for them to be. And I find that interesting, so that gets me to thinking about, do we actually have choice, or is it destiny, kismet, fate? Is it that we just go through life thinking that we have agency over everything we do, when in actual fact we're just bobbing along like a cork on the ocean? So there we are, thinking we're choosing this and choosing that, and all we're really doing is going through a set program that was put into us by the time we're 7. Now if you look at the core personality traits, like confidence and sadness, you can be a bit sanguine, a bit bitter, angry, bubbly, upbeat, positive, optimistic, negative, phlegmatic, all those type of things that are core personality traits. What I found in people is that no one's really changed that much in those core ways of being. So I think of people in my own family, or clients I've seen, people I've known throughout my life that have come and gone through in life. If you look at them over a long period of time, no one's ever changed, and I think that's absolutely astonishing. Angry people are always angry. Before I did this, I used to run an entertainment agency, and we used to be able to, you just knew who would be reliable and who would be late to pay the commission, and who would be kind, who would be good as an act, who would cause you problems. You just knew intuitively, after doing it for some years, about how things would be. And it's a really weird thing that it seems to be that those core traits are in people. So people who were late, and you might know this in your life, people who were late were always fucking late. And they'll say things like, they've always got an excuse. Oh yeah, my heater broke, my car broke, my mum turned up, my dog died. but it never happened to the other people for whom those events also happened, but they were never late. And so late people are always late. Shy people are always shy. Confident people are always confident. Someone said to me once, if you dropped Anthony in shit, he'd come out smelling of roses. And I'm not sure if that's always been the case, but sometimes I've had to wash myself. But it's true to say that I think because of karma and because of the policy of right view and right action, which are Buddhist ways, it seems to be that things work out for me. In most ways, not in all, but in many ways, and that's because of right action. And luck, maybe you could call it luck. Some people don't believe in karma, do they? Some people don't believe in anything. They just believe they're here like some sort of amoeba or something. But so those core traits of the personality, it makes you wonder if anyone changes. I mean, so the question is to you, dear viewers, do you know anyone who's changed? Do you know anyone who's been a shy person who's become confident? And I don't mean fake confidence. I don't mean like the Victoria Beckham type of fake it till you make it confidence, or paint a smile to wear a smile. I mean like proper inner confidence, inner calm, inner chi, the confidence that can only come from correct drivers, and that seems to come before people are 7. So then they scurry around in life trying to do lots of self-help. They have counselling, they do this and that and the other to try and correct the inner being. And the only way to correct it is to accept it. So you accept what you are, and then the problem goes away. In other words, from a Buddhist perspective, you accept what is. Now obviously if you're harming people, say you've got anger problems, then you've got to change that, because you're just going to spend your life pissing everyone off. That if you're a psychopath or a narcissist, you probably won't worry you too much, that. But yeah, so the gist of this whole video is that if you know anyone who's changed, I don't mean anyone who's stopped smoking or drinking. It's possible to do those things. But I mean changing like personality. I'm not sure it's possible. I'm not sure. A lot of clients say to me, how can I be more confident? And you become more confident by doing that which you fear. In other words, recovery lies in the places we avoid, as Claire Weeks said. And we habituate towards the feared stimuli, which is the whole raison d'etre behind cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT. So that's fine, but some people don't get more confident. They just become more and more steeped in their own wallowy, stupor. So yeah, I'd love to know in the comments if you know anyone who's actually changed wholesale. And if not, maybe you're a kind of person who wanted to change. Maybe you're one sort of person that thought, oh yeah, I want to be more confident, I want to be less angry. Because if we're going to change, it must be into a positive direction, mustn't it? No one wants to change into an angry bastard, or no one wakes up and thinks, God, I want to change into. It's usually like having more confidence, isn't it? Or being less shy and things like that, so that we can live, because we've got this one life, and as the saying goes, one life, live it. So yeah, press like and subscribe if you like, and so you never miss a video like this. What would your life be like without a video like this? Anyway, have a nice day. Middle of May, I'm going out into this sun so I can enjoy my migraine glasses and get a bit of vitamin D. It's what we all need. See you soon. Bye.